Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of December 16th. This is for Gemini. Gemini, we have an action-packed weekend. We have our last new moon on the 19th. So on Friday, our last new moon in Sagittarius, the polar opposite time of the year from you. There is balance in that. So I do feel like that will feel relatively good. Whatever new beginnings you want starts there. And we continue through the 21st. On the 21st, we have Yule, we have the winter solstice. It is when the sun enters Capricorn, the shortest day of the year, where we really have to be sparked by the fire within us to carry on through the year. And we also have, though, on that day, Jupiter is squaring Chiron. And so Jupiter, being Zeus, being abundance, being luck, being fortune, squaring off with the wounded healer brings about the themes of this whole year leading up to now, where we are in the year of the snake, shedding, releasing. It's the 9-year as well, so releasing into the next cycle. We have to let go of everything that no longer works with us. So there's been a lot of shadow work. There's been a lot of grieving in the collective. And so moving forward, you have to be that wounded healer, acknowledging everything that you are carrying into this next cycle, yeah? Okay, and then so to connect to this Sagittarian moment that we have right now, the last week of it as well, I'm using the Starseed Oracle so that we can connect with specifically the Starseeds of Andromeda. So they're a very nomadic, they're a very adventurous starseed, and that's what we're connecting with this week, all right? So let's see what we have for you. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. All right? And so for you, Gemini, remember that we are all both feminine and masculine, but this is asking you to feel nurtured by the winter. Winter is the season of, well, technically the crone, but you know, it is if you're looking at the context of Christmas, which is weird because technically I believe that Jesus's birthday is actually, I want to say it's not, it's some Jewish holiday that happens in Leo season, which makes so much more sense. But anyways, with this card, you're connecting to that Mother Mary. You are connecting to this rebirth of the world through this solstice. So it's the 21st. You don't have to believe in Christmas if you don't. If you do, good on you, whatever. But tying to our astrology calendar, we're birthing through this winter solstice. And at least if you're watching this, ideally you're an adult. I mean, you could be, you know, a teenager might get a bit of astrology as well. But, you know, after we are birthed into this world, and especially at least after we're legally adults, like we are our own parents now. And so this is asking you, Gemini, I see a lot of taking care of yourself in whatever way that looks. Could be, you know, finding whatever is relaxing and restful for you so that you can nurture yourself. And then, yeah, by this solstice, you should feel that sense of where it is you want to go next year. Yeah? Because your next card is Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. And so you... He's mad because I'm literally watching Mama Squirrel talking on top of a roof, which is she's using her sound frequency to piss off my dog right now. Hi, Mama Squirrel. Do not come over here because she likes to climb on the screen right outside of the window. But share your song. Gemini, you have a lot of healing, which while you are an air sign, and so sound is a frequency of something that passes through airways. And that could be healing for you, but because it is whale and orca elders, it's also asking you to connect to the waters. So tying the two cards together, before I even get to the bridge card, it's saying that, yeah, connecting to the water. So taking a shower, hydrating, taking a bath, if it's available to you, getting into some hot springs, if that's an option, I would love that. Do something to connect with the waters, but also because hydration of drinking water or warmed drinks, especially now because it's wintertime, could work on healing that voice. Healing your voice, your throat is that passageway from your head to your heart. And I posted a reel from Instagram that was about that pathway from the womb to the throat as well. So that throat is how we bring everything that's happening in our system out into the world. Gemini, you are a sign of communication. This is saying that your throat, be it if you are communicating something for the collective or for your own healing, it is time to use that voice so that you don't get sick this winter season, because that's a hope, is that we don't do that. I'm not calling that in. Like, I don't need it right now. But it's for you, the bridge between the two. Star bathing, light body crystal grid, transmission, activation. All right, so I've talked to you about an actual bath because the waters have come up a lot for you. But star bathing, if that is an option for you wherever you live, Gemini, to connect to the stars, be it going outside and seeing them physically, to actually connect with the stars, especially for the star seeds, if there is a star seed system. Excuse you, he's growling at himself in the mirror right now. That's really stupid. No, come here. We don't need that. You're not ourselves. He's got his own shadow work. See, he's doing shadow work. And you can see Mama Squirrel, she's on the roof. Wow. Yeah, your butt. Anyways. So if you can connect to the stars, if you can stop looking at yourself in the mirror, oh my God. If you can connect to the stars, if you can find an observatory, if you have books or an image, if you can connect to that. But it also talks about crystal grids. And so I do not have one immediately next to me, which is a disservice. But you know what? Who do I got in here? I've got... So it says also in here, if you cannot physically connect to the stars, you also have the ability to connect to crystal grids. So placing crystals strategically around your house, like I literally have a jar of them right here, and I have other ones around this room that you cannot see because I'm trying to hide all of my shit. Anyways, if you have the ability to connect to have things like meteorites, you can have a malachite, you can have a tektite, you can have things like selenite or celestite to connect to those more angelic frequencies so that you can connect to these star systems. And that could also be healing for your throat, like wearing crystals around your throat to activate that chakra. This is a watermelon tourmaline, so this is more for my heart. But if I were to wear something like a kyanite or say a blue lace agate, those things are really good for the throat chakra. So Gemini, wearing something around the throat to protect it, to enhance it, things like that. All right, well, that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope that helps. Enjoy your Yule, and I'll see you next week. Bye.